All right, yet another new feature for Google Five is the ocean layer. Before you do any exploring in the ocean, you want to make sure you go over to the layers menu, which is over here on the left, and turn on the ocean. So you can see the different things. You can see the topography of the ocean. I'm looking at the Titanic shipwreck site. And if you just double click on shipwrecks, which I don't want to do right now, but it'll kind of bounce you around randomly around the world looking at different shipwrecks. And these are the icons. You can also spot them this way, and you can double click on them and see if there's any more info. These are kind of interesting. The National Geographic icon over here, and then this Explore the Ocean icon. There's some neat features. If you click on this, it launches a video. I can push play and it's going to show actual footage from the Titanic, so that's kind of fun. And you can dive down under the ocean. I want to show you a different area of the ocean. This area of the ocean floor is pretty flat, so when I go underwater, which I can, you won't see the Titanic. At least I didn't. I already checked it out. When you go, there's the surface of the water. When you go in, you kind of hit the ocean floor and then it pivots you around. And I'm going to use the top joystick just to kind of look around the ocean. And there's not much here. I'm just spinning it around. Anytime you see something in the distance, you can double click on it and then it'll take you over to whatever you clicked on. This area is just kind of pretty flat. So I want to take you to an area of the ocean floor where it's not flat at all. But one of the things I want you to try is some of these different layers. I haven't had a lot of time to look at many of them, so I know all these National Geographic things have info and link to videos. They have great white sharks that they're tracking the movements on. So I want everyone to just kind of pick a layer, pick a couple things and look and see what's available, because I haven't had a chance to see everything on the ocean layer. But I'm going to type in the Mariana Trench, which is the deepest area of the ocean. And once we get over here, you can see the topography of the ocean is much different. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. So if you look above, you can see some huge mountains underwater. In fact, these mountains along the trench are taller than Mount Everest. Again, sometimes I find it helpful to kind of change the angle of your view before you hit the water, and then kind of dive down, or you can pick something. I'm going to try and center it a little bit and dive right under, and then you see the waves, you go under, it's kind of blurry until you hit the ocean floor, and then it levels you out. The top joystick helps you look around to see different things. Again, if you see something in the distance like this mountain, I'm just going to double click on it. It'll take me out of the water. Oh, it didn't that time. Sometimes it'll take you out of the water and splash you back in. The lower joystick just is where you can kind of fly through as if you're in a submarine along the different terrain here. I don't think I'm in the trench. I think I missed it. But you can navigate around underwater and find some of these different features. You see this huge mountain underwater in the distance. It's going to take me out of the water. Oh, it didn't put me back in. And then I just have to zoom down and I'm back underwater. So the ocean layer has got many, many resources I haven't had a chance to look at, but it's some very cool stuff. So everybody take some time this week, the next couple weeks. There's the trench. Let me see if I can go straight down in it. And sometimes I've noticed the place marks in Google are not quite where they need to be. But let me see if I can pivot around. Maybe it's over here. Sometimes we just passed it. It's kind of in the back. So if you zoom back out, you can try and see if you can hit the trench better than Mrs. Johnson can hit the trench.